Okay, hello there everybody and welcome back to Colquhoun Conquers as we are here in the middle of summer of year 4. Year 4. Still surprises me how far we've come already, and to be fair, when you look at the little homestead that we have, between the nice little garden that we have and our lovely new place for Martin and Elspeth, it does feel like we've progressed. Even our barn, even though it is full of poo, it does look a wee bit nicer than maybe some other stuff that we've done. But yes, we should definitely consider what we're going to do first. Now, part of me is thinking we need to build another place. We're already kind of struggling with the amount of people that we have, that we probably do need to build some other kind of lodging area. And I'm thinking probably put it over here next to the bit here for the threshing. Almost like a little farmer's hut kind of thing. Put it over here. There we go, that should be quite nice. We'll have what is very obviously already like a nice little bedroom here. We're going to have like a nice sort of like main sitting area here with probably some kind of bathroom somewhere. We'll need to work out exactly how we're going to do this. But let's do our wee traders first. Who we got? Well, deep bricks are always good in my book. Neeps we're doing alright for. Let's sell off a couple of these baskets. Branches are cheap enough that it actually probably is worth, and the logs as well. It's worth just buying this so we don't have to do it ourselves. There we go, Catherine, thank you very much, from our old friends at Pringle. Finley, what you got for us? You do have a cow. Don't think we need it at the moment, because we've got all our goats and stuff, so I don't think we need it. Yeah, let's just leave it for now. We've got some shears. We'll buy your wool off. Your wool's always useful. And yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. What else we got? We got some job seekers. Richard. I mean, he is good at gathering. We've got much task left for gathering? Not particularly. It's more hauling. Again, it's more hauling, so we'll get you to leave. Alex is another job seeker. Crafting and tailoring. Again, it's not really what we need. Yeah. Not really what we need. We'll get you to leave as well. Hugh, what are you good at? You're very good at cleaning. Do we have much cleaning tasks? Again, not particularly. Same. You like building, but you're just not very good at it. And farming, it's like you will be good in the future, but it's just going to take so long. Yeah, I don't think we worry too much about these people here. Let's get this wool out of the rain, please. And thank you very much. As we're over here and we're getting these walls done. Actually working pretty fast, which is good. I'm going to rethink of this wall here. So how do we want to do this? We want to have like a nice little area. Probably potentially even have the hearth over here, which means that we're going to want to have our rock walls here rather than anything else, so that's going to be like our little area there. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, so we can have our hearth. So then that means as well we're going to want to have our stone floor here too. We could potentially replace that with tiles as well in the future. That's always true. And then how do we, I guess we could always have that there and then have the bathroom more like that. Doesn't mean we have this other, I guess we could put a bathtub in there, but that does seem like a bit of a waste of space. And then yeah, it does seem like a bit of a waste of space. Let's change these walls, cancel the building walls here, because then at least we'll have a little bit more space for kind of like activities and such. Yeah, that's looking a wee bit better. Ah, perfect. We've actually unlocked fancy tile floors, which do require clay tiles, a lot of clay tiles. They give as much bonus as the fancy wooden floors, and probably don't actually take nearly as much in order to produce. Obviously you need to wait for the tiles and such to dry out. That is definitely correct, but it doesn't seem like it requires as much chopping as the new boards and such do. So yeah, quite like the idea of that. Now the other thing we can do as well is we could have, rather than this being all hold off that, do we actually want to have this slightly larger as some sort of main room and have it connect up there, and then having this as the second room? Yes, I believe we do. Let's do that, because then it means we've got a nice big large room here, which will be good. We can have a nice wooden door, other wooden door there, wooden door there. So kind of larger than this area here, but same number of sort of rooms. This should still be a large room as well. Hopefully this main room will be a large room. That would be good. Get these mushrooms up. Thank you very much. And in fact, let's go ahead and make sure as well, as far as jobs go, that we're just going to clear everything here. Just, you know, get rid of it. Just making sure that we're clearing out all of these ferns and that. just to kind of, you know, speed things up a wee bit. There we go. I mean, to be fair, with the speed that we're getting this done, especially if we think about getting something like... We do have a lot of thatch now, and that is true. We have a lot of dry peat. So we could actually do thatch roof again. Part of me does want to try the tile roof, but I feel like the number of planks that we have... We only have 18 planks. It'll be 2 per thing. So maybe we do just stick with thatch for now, and we just use up the rest of our bricks. We may actually want to put a stone roof on here just to be safe. Yeah, do that. Just to be sure. I mean, actually, we've got the rock walls there. We don't need that to be quite as aggressive in terms of the roof. We could just do that there. In fact, we can even get rid of... Pair up this stone floor. Or maybe even just make it all fancy tile floor. I do quite like the idea of the stone hearth, though. Let's... It just requires clay and fancy clay. Let's try it. This is going to be one of our newer houses. Try it all with lovely little clay flooring. Fancy clay flooring. Except for the little bit over here that's made of stone. Just for the sake of the fireplace. Then again, yeah, because we're going to have the rock walls, so it's not going to be flammable at all, so we don't have to worry about that. So then we can just do a stone roof up the top here. There we go. And then we've got our nice little kind of area there that's going to be heated up by the fireplace. Wonderful. Actually, quite surprised by how quickly we managed to get that done, but I suppose we have enough people here that are helping. Helen is McFarlane, Joseph is McGregor. You know what, Joseph? I'll allow you to stay the night. Helen, I'm going to actually get you to leave. If I can actually click on you. There we go. Got there in the end, which is always good. We do actually have a little tile table as well that we could use. A lot of stuff being left outside. I'm not as big of a fan of that. I would actually quite like this old stuff to be moved inside, but we do just have a lot of tasks to do. A lot of hauling tasks to do as well. Just a lot of things need done. That's okay. We'll get around to it. Could really do as well with some kind of like baby room that people could stay at. Sort of like a sort of nursery kind of area. We could get some toys and stuff like that. Toy boxes and, you know, make the place feel a little bit more lived in. This masonry place is a fantastic idea because at least we're able to get a lot of stuff done there. I want to make sure we got plenty of bricks done if possible. And yes, let's make sure as well we got our nice like fancy tile flooring coming in here. Into our lovely little daub wall. We don't have any way of doing like bricks yet, but I think we just need to make a couple more bricks. And if we can just make this lovely little place here, and we will need to get ourselves some windows as well, so let's get ourselves some lovely wooden windows here, 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 and here. There we go. That should help people out just a little bit. And yeah, our guest Joseph is having a lovely time, you know. He's going, God, you guys must be rich. You've got so many clothes that are just strewn across the floor. We're like, yes, that's correct. Why, oh why are we not getting enough dry bricks? They are drying out. They're just taking a wee while. That's all. Okay, that's fine. We've managed to completely finish out this peat harvesting bit. We've got a little bit of peat harvesting there to do. I would imagine that a little bit, given the fact he's not mining, we've actually ran out of mining areas. So let's go ahead and reapply those. There we go. Look at these seams. These iron seams are fantastic. They're just giving us so much. It'll be very, very helpful. This one seems to have run dry eventually. That's fine. That was kind of to be expected. But can't be too angry about that at all. Niles is not very good. He's decent at gathering, but he hasn't got much and he doesn't like it. He's good at cooking. I guess he could just help with the planting for a bit, because we do have a lot of farming and livestock, but it's not even the most. It's the hauling that's the most. I'm just going to get you to leave just now. You're not particularly useful. Henry, what have you got for us, man? Hopefully you've got a little bit of something. That'd be nice. You really do with some more goods. Not exactly what we were thinking of. We were doing okay in terms of food. We can maybe get some like smoked fish, I suppose. You know what? We'll buy some raw fish. Why not? Don't have any kale in stock. We've got a little bit of eggs, but not many. Don't have as much meat as we maybe would like. But it's okay, we're only in the middle of summer, we've got plenty of time to wait out. The problem is obviously we've just got all these areas here where, you know, things are just getting old, they're not, you know, staying because it's a bit too hot. There we are, perfect. Lovely bit of clay bricks, get some clay bricks on the go. Keep on working on. Daub walls are coming up, we're at the roof over here as well, looks like it's kind of coming together. Looking nice. As far as the roof for this goes, Maybe the rest of it will just be thatch, because it's going to be cheaper than tiled roof, especially if we're making the floor out of tiles. Yeah, there we go. We'll just do that. It's going to be fairly expensive in terms of our peat. Not too bad in terms of straw. We actually have a lot of straw on backup, so I'm not too worried about that. I mean, that's still with a couple of outbuildings that are just, you know, with straw on them. But yeah, this is probably, I mean, it's a little bit small for a bathroom, but it's okay. Could be worse. The main thing is that we're still able to kind of work away. We're able to do this. This will be right next to this thatching area, which we may end up putting a wee vent in here, just to keep this heated up over the winter time, so people aren't getting cold while, you know, they're doing the thatching. There we go. Have a wee drink. There we go. Lovely jubbly. We've got a wee water dipper as well over here, just to make sure people are doing all right. Yeah, Agnes is coming over here. Look at that lovely fancy tile. Looking good. Looking fancy as well. Much, I don't know which is fancier, the wooden floor or the tiles. We'll see. But yes, we should also say, hey, we want to make sure we're building up our stone fireplace here. Looking good. Still got a little bit of time to build up our kitchen. I wonder if we maybe make this a higher priority. There's some rats in here, which I would love for the cats to actually get around to doing. The beavers come onto land as well. Interesting. Harvest a little more of these berries, if we can. All these berries seem... all the berry bushes that we've planted seem to be in as well. Let's go. Another set of berries there. Looking good. Do love getting some berries. Means that we should be able to get a few more, hopefully, rations sorted out. But we do have 11 rations, and oh, look at that. Now that we have a kitchen done, we can now work on other things, like a serving table, pantry shelves, cheese press, and some proper bowls. Wonderful. Get some actual bowls together. Let's get 5 of those, rather than those rubbish clay ones. Let's get some nice wooden bowls. There we go, even killing some rats, which is always great. Yeah, Lizzie, I do hope that you're gonna actually, you know, clear out some of these horrible rats, but I suppose actually the fact that cats are kind of like, you know, more concentrated on the actual food stocks is probably better. Don't mind them so much in the kitchen, but they're gonna just be about. What have we got here? We've got some dishes, so now we can get a dish rack and a dishwasher. We're almost going to need to like change this into a whole fully fledged kitchen, which means we probably want to get some more like outbuildings together for production. Maybe even move the sort of tailoring bit out. And there we go, we've got some brick stuff now, so we can do brick walls, which is nice. Does require a little bit, but is actually the nicest looking wall that you can get. People really do quite like that brick wall. Interesting, we'll have to keep that in mind. But we can also make ourselves our bridges as well. Brick floors and brick bridges. Pretty expensive, but they do give a big boost to speed. Interesting. Brick floors are actually really good indoors and outdoors as well. Something to keep in mind. And again, they do a big old speed bonus. Apparently. Like, I can't speak today, I'm afraid. Good speed bonus. Hey, I love my speed bonus. Silly. Right, who we got here? We got Isabel. She's Pringle. Pringle was one of the ones we want to get up. Indeed it is. Pringle will stay. So Isabel, you may stay. We'll give you a nice lovely room. Marjorie, Anderson, Sarah. Nah, we'll just, sorry girls, we'll just let you go. We're just gonna keep on going on. Thomas, my man, he's nearly grown up. Sophia should be not far off either. Indeed they are. So they'll be, looks like they'll be marrying soon. I wonder actually if Ludovic and Sophia are actually getting on, because it would be nice if they were. Let's have a wee look. She's not that bad. She really likes Nans. Now Nans really likes her. Thomas himself doesn't like Nans, but he does like Catherine. That's funny how they don't really seem to care. They're not pretty indifferent. They just had a wee bit of small talk, but there we are. Definitely seems like we'll get Thomas and Catherine together. They seem to be getting on like some peas in a pod. Right, so this will let us convert milk into cheese and milk into butter, which is very helpful. I can't remember if we actually have any milk anywhere. Probably just being eaten by the chickens as soon as we make it, if I had to guess. Where is earth is our carpentry. We want our cooperage. I thought our cooperage was up here. It's there. We have 1 bucket. I maybe actually say we want more than 1 bucket. Let's say 5 buckets. Because when these goats need milked, they'll probably take up a lot of buckets. But yeah, other than that, things progressing on. How is old Huntress doing? She's nearly popping out some puppies, so that will be good. Straw door is there as well, just keeping her in. John is now a juvenile, so there you go. One of the babies growing up. Where is we, John? There he is. Gosh, we've had you for quite a while. Feels like Anne and Duncan have had you for a bit. Let's have a wee look at the family tree, actually, so we can see a wee bit more. Obviously, we've got the 3 main babies here, or the 3 main children of Callum and Agnes. We've got Martin and Elspeth together. We've also got Kenneth and Thomas, who's about to grow up, and then wee baby Nicola as well. Anne and Duncan have Sophia and John, and obviously Margaret has wee baby Marie too. Interesting, just, you know, things are really kind of clicking on. We've managed to finish up our wee kind of area over here. Thomas is over here playing on the harp, which is good. We're having a lot of fun with that. We're going to have area for a nice little bath here, potentially even like serving table. That could be another thing we could do. Wee bread oven too. How big is a serving table? We could definitely put it there, that's for sure. Oh, okay, we're actually out of logs. That is kind of worrying. We're going to need them. So let's go ahead and we'll clear out a whole bunch of trees because we need to also make sure as well that we're building a lot for the planks. So yeah, let's make sure we're doing that. Thank you very much. Probably just need to chop down quite a bit. Apologies, Mr. Beaver. We're getting rid of all your nice food. I'm very sorry. All in the name of progress. Alrighty, here we go. We've got Jonathan, another job seeker. What are you good at? Nothing really much. Nothing that really kind of goes for us. Yep, sorry, we're going to get you to leave. Don, you're really good at farming, so you know what? We are going to hire you. You will stay for a little while. Because I think we just need to have you collect stuff up. I do wonder as part of it how much of this is just people picking up poo as well. But how much of this is actually some threshing. We can just get him to work on the farming stuff, then I think that's probably worth it. Now we do obviously have the pantry shelves and the dish racks available. Pantry shelves can be nice to actually get like over here. And in this other bit as well, just so we can store more stuff in the various food areas. Duncan and Sophia having a wee chat. How lovely. Yeah, Thomas over there at Harvest and Pete, he's not far away from growing up. I think there'll be a couple of summer weddings in store for us. And won't we rejoice about that? Let's get these bricks out of the way, please. Thank you very much. Just, you know, so we can fire them up when we can. Could really do with actually having this whole bit undercover, to be honest. Just because this brick making table is probably ones that have these bricks, you know, fairly close by. A lot of dry tiles as well. Really do with people, you know, moving them over if at all possible. Yeah, we can even say, hey, we don't want to be storing the dry versions of these, just the wet, so when you do get a second, move them over. And that'd be grand. Ah, okay, we've actually even managed to make up an ironclad door. Ah, perfect, there we go. So we can break down this one here, we can move our smithing over here. This will be really good for us because it means that our smith work can be done much quicker than before. The primitive smithy that we've been using all this time, not to knock it, you know, it has obviously been very, or sorry, the simple smithy is at 50% work speed, whereas this one's at 100%. So we should be able to just make all of our various tools, all of our nails and rivets, etc. that we need much, much faster than before. Yeah, there we go. Things progressing rather nicely. Truth be told. Let's go ahead and as well make sure we're picking up as many of these mushrooms as we can. It's always good to dry these mushrooms, you know, keep them for the winter. A little bit of fish. Wonder if we actually want to build like a little bit of a kind of almost like a little fishing hut kind of thing over here. That could be quite nice. Like we did, we even use some of our new bricks. Like if we sort of said, hey, like this is not completely, you know, it's not completely covered. It's not. It doesn't need to be an actual like proper sort of like hut. Do that. Oh, can we not build a roof over that? Apparently not. I've never actually tried building a roof over a river, but at the very least if we can do that, it means that the fish that are there can at least be, you know, covered for a little bit. That's while people are fishing away. I'm actually surprised by how big some of these trees have gone already. Looking good. Yeah, let's make sure we're harvesting up these, and then we're going to cut them down when we can. Dond is working away. I wonder if it's actually, I was going to say, is that him done with all the farming stuff? But no, he's just gathering further up. He's also very good at crafting, which is nice. He's also very good with hauling, so we'll maybe just say, hey, do farming, otherwise gather. I mean, hopefully you're doing some graft, that'd be good. Yeah, gather and then harvest, then do some hauling if you can't do anything else. That'll be good for us. I'll be a little bit conscious of the old finances too, because obviously with this many workers, it is taking a little bit of a toll on it, but I think it is actually working quite well. We're actually able to get quite a lot of stuff done. Feels like this has been a really productive summer so far. I'm just making sure that we've got, you know, places to mine here. Having a wee look around to see if there's any more seams. There's a wee seam there. Or at least, at the very least, just a single bit. Be good to grab. Because at least the iron doesn't, you know, like rust away in the rain or anything like that. Don't have to worry about that. It's maybe a bit too advanced to simulate. Hugh is a Pringle. So we're going to let Hugh stay, but I think everybody else we're just going to leave and not bother with. Just because we do want to get that Pringle reputation up. It's getting close to leveling up. If we can get level 2, that'd be really, really nice. Preferably before the end of summer, if we could. And I mean, if it comes around and we've actually managed to finish not just the one residence, but 2 full residences to actually sort of move people about in, I'd be feeling pretty good about that. Especially given the fact that we're now going to have several people who are, you know, of the younger generation who are going to be, you know, wanting to have their own little place to stay. Now, in that regard, I wonder if we do actually maybe say, hey, let's get a little baby basket over here. We can maybe actually set up a couple of baby baskets in here just to make sure that we're not using beds for babies, if at all possible. Sophia, she's nearly there. She's nearly there. Aye, Hugh, you should be very well satisfied. You are indeed. You've got your nice private room. Should be pretty entertained as well. Yeah, look at all the babies that are needing to be taken care of. Now, Margaret, where are you sleeping? You're currently sleeping on the floor. Lucky old you. Hopefully your baby's got a wee bed as well. John has actually, you know, he's a bit... Oh, there he is. There's Kenneth anyway. That's Martin, Elspeth's son. So he's just, you know, sitting there. Love how he's like, oh, it's too bright. Next thing you know, he's going to be saying, oh, I'm afraid of the dark. There we go, Finley's leaving. That's fine. Alright, we'll keep Dond around for a wee bit. At least he'll be able to, you know, work away. He's not particularly well satisfied at the moment. I guess it's because he's not in his own wee private room. Actually, that's a good point, actually. How's Catherine and Ludovic? Ludovic's incredibly well satisfied, actually, so... I mean, people need to stop coming in here and disturbing a man's sleep. Otherwise he can't be that. He's joyous, in fact. Look at him go. His mood is sky high. He's having the best time in the world. Catherine, you know, things are alright. She's lazy is the only thing about her, but, you know. Nans, on the other hand, is just working away. Let's have a little, if we have a wee think about the actual family tree as well. So, Thomas, who do you like? You don't, Nan doesn't like you. Okay, yeah, so I think you're gonna probably think about marrying Catherine then. If Nans doesn't like, Nans is nice to have because she's, you know, coming around and she's just hauling constantly. I mean, there's obviously a lot of hauling work that needs to be done if we've got almost two dedicated haulers. But I guess she's the dedicated hauler and then Don is just doing the farming and livestock, which all appears to just be as well stuff. And you know what, I'm actually going to say full priority for you is just going to be doing the planting. If all of this is just like picking up poo as well, then a bit of a waste of time. But I think a lot of it will actually be like threshing and such. It's pretty low light in here is the only thing. He's decently well satisfied because at least he's in a nice room, so that's good. We've got here Duncan. Off you go. Hutchin. Off you go. Don't need either of you, that's fine. A nice bit of clan reputation there as well. Flaxseed we're not worried about. Hay I'm going to buy just because we probably do need oat flour is available from Old Anderson's. It's cheap. I'm going to buy it. Bread as well. we buy some bread? Yeah, buy some bread, why not? Adds to the rations. I'll give you some baskets, tell you to go. Hugh, what you got for us? Some more berries, I'll take. Wool cloth, we don't need to buy off you, to be brutally honest. Same with the sickle. Another dog could be nice. Very expensive though. And we are just about to have puppies, so we don't actually need you. And then finally we got Marion. What have you got for us, Marion? We might actually say, hey, let's get rid of this vacancy sign. We're spending too much money at the moment. It's starting to get into sort of late summer. We don't really need all the people. We're getting through the work that we need to do, so I'm feeling a lot better about that. Yes, Marion, what have you got for us? More berries. I will always take more berries. Just, you know, it's nice and easy. Puppy's just too expensive. I keep saying it, but it's true. It's just too expensive. Get some smoked fish just to have. We don't need the ewe. Yeah, we'll get you to go. At the very least as well, as like at least with Mr. Sheepy and that, we can at least get wool off the rams, which does make them more useful out of all the male versions, which is nice. Apparently we don't have any flax stems. Are we out of flax sheaf? I'm surprised. We must not really grown very much, or we just used it all, which could actually be the case. To be fair, I don't think we would use it quite so quick, but very much could be. And I guess there we go. So we got a stone fireplace done, which is nice. We can then sort of work around this. Seems like we've got our little bathroom area done, so we can potentially get another toilet in here. There we go. And then maybe, I don't know where we want to put the bathtub. Maybe over here next to the fire. You know, and then we can have like a water dipper over here. There we go. Thomas is now an adult. Congratulations. Now, Margaret is very well satisfied, but I don't think we really want you with Margaret. I think we want you more with Catherine, not only that because she's Pringle. Apologies if you can hear these magpies outside. Apparently they're going absolutely skits. I could just hear them in my left ear, and I was like, okay, alright, on you go then. Yeah, so Catherine, if we can get a nice night from you and we can get you married up, that'd be very, very good. We'll be eye on you. See if you can get like a large room going and that. Now, I do apologise if you can hear these magpies outside. They are rolling about like crazy, and that was not a pun. It was not intended to be a pun, at the very least. I just don't think we'll have Margaret in with us. She's good for the craft, and we're basically only having her because she is free. So there's, in that respect, there's no real need to. Yeah, there's no real need for her to join the family because she's already free. Why would I marry her? Instead, we'll get Catherine. She's 48 wages a day, make some money, or keep some money off that. Nans is a fantastic hauler, and you know what, Nans? We're actually going to just have you just go around and just haul for days, because we just really want to get as much stuff as we can done in terms of the old hauling. There we go, Catherine's together. Join the family with Thomas. Yep, there we go. Catherine has joined the family. And with that, Pringle reputation is up, which means they will sell us seeds as well. Well, smoked wheat and dried mushrooms. Very, very good. Alright, I guess we want to get them a home. Or, at the very least, continue trying to get more people homes. More people. This is a stately house. This is a really big house for people to be staying in. Look at the size of this place. It's almost better than Martin's. Then we should have a wee think about what we can fit in here, because we could actually fit some pretty nice stuff in here, should we wish to. Stone fireplace is done. We're just, you know, replacing the stuff here. Look at these lovely tile floors. Let's make sure as well that we have a floor mat, because it's getting awfully dirty in here. And it will get dirty until we finish off the flooring. That's just what we have to accept. Ah, okay, so that's why we're using up so much stuff. This requires 10 logs per firing of the kiln. That seems awfully inefficient. Only we could work out to get some charcoal or some coal to do that kiln. That'd be much better, but we'll deal with that as it comes. The amount of farming tasks has gone down significantly, which is good. Hauling tasks are sitting about the same. Could do with some more dedicated lumber workers, but we have so many people now. This is feeling pretty good. Let's have a wee look at the family tree here. As we can see that we have quite a few folk. What's that? 4 people, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 family members, plus all of these guys here. There's currently a grand total of 17 people living in our little hamlet here. Feeling pretty good about that. Don, we're going to have to keep around for a little bit because he is not particularly happy. We're actually going to give him a nice bed so he gets pretty well satisfied, because currently he is hating life. Ludovic is the opposite, he's doing alright. In fact, Sophia is now an adult as well, so I think there might be another marriage on the table. We could just have Sophia move out, but I feel like we want to try and keep people a wee bit more. The travellers here we'll just keep for the, at least for the moment. Yeah, we're going to have to concentrate on building up some more nice houses for people, just to be able to stay in for a bit. But yeah, certainly once we kind of get this place redone, that'd be better. I mean, we can even sort of like move the planning table over into here. This could almost be like our new main house. Yeah, sorry to leave all these people out here in the cold. We'll just get you to leave. I don't think we actually even have enough beds at the moment to really kind of, you know, keep people on the go. Might even be worth, you know, moving a straw bed around. Catherine's currently staying in there at the moment. Well, she doesn't actually need to stay in that anymore, so we can remove that from her. They can find a double bed together. Good on them. It might even be the one that's outside. Hopefully not. Oh no, Thomas has got... He's on this little bed here. So Thomas has got his own bit for him and Catherine. So Catherine should be able to... Oh no, she's just in her own bed. Okay, fair enough. They're obviously not spending the marital night together, but as you do. I don't like the fact these old flowers are currently just, you know, rotting in the rain. I probably should have kept a wee bit of an eye on that. I guess because we don't have any flower pallets is the issue. Let's get rid of this meat rack and we'll put a flower pallet in there just so we can store it somewhere. Whole bunch of straw, which is really, really nice. Just need more logs. A lot of logs being used at the moment between the firing and stuff from the clay kiln. Everything else out. There we go, Ludovic. There you go. Welcome to the family. Hey, there we go. Nice, another bit of reputation there from the McFarlands. Nearly at 4 stars. And we got new baby deer hounds. Look at all the little baby deer hounds. Just the one. Just the one little puppy. But you know what? That's good. As we're coming into the end of summer, things looking great. We've got all these people here and we've still got so much food. Now, part of that could be the rations that are here, which is very much, could possibly be the case. I would be quite interested to see what happens with, if we could send Dowd away. I wonder if we maybe send some of the new women away just so we can, like, you know, make sure there's not too many babies coming. That could be good. Okay, we could just send Anne and Agnes out. Yeah, let's send them both out just now. Anne and Agnes, send them both out now, just so we can figure out the last little bits we need in order to get better rations. We should be able to find that there. Should be like an inn or something about. Got this lovely kitchen here, working away. Does require branches, but at least it can work. Cooking pots, doing alright too. Lots and lots and lots of rain. It's a very rainy year this year. It feels like it hasn't stopped raining all year, and I'm not just talking about in real life, I'm talking about in the game too. Grab some of these hides, people can use it to start decorating their beds. You know, just improve the environment score of this, because I don't think that does anything else. It just, you know, makes it nicer. It doesn't actually improve the stats of it in any way, shape or form, which maybe it should, but I guess it's more just there to look nice rather than anything else. Let's get these dry clay bricks, you know, into storage, please, because they can just sit there in the stack. So right now they're getting wet, which isn't ideal. Yeah, there you go, and you can always shove them into the brick kiln when they're done. Good stuff. Alright, we've got some traders here. What we got? It's got some dry bricks, some iron ore. I'll always buy that. We'd buy some wool hang. That's pretty cheap, all things considered. Let's do that. We'll sell you all of our baskets. It's going to cost an arm and a leg and branches, but that's okay. And over here, you've got billy goats. Got a sow. I don't think we really need to worry about it. I mean, maybe the sow could be useful just so we get more piglets. But overall, just now, I think we're okay. Let's get some raw eels. Might as well. You can get some raw fish if we want. And we're doing okay for money. So, yeah, there we go. That's good. That's good enough for me. There we go. Some baby sheeps. We're going to have to think about slaughtering some lambs soon. But hopefully... Where are you? You're now juvenile. So do we just slaughter... I mean, Mr. Sheepy's also getting a little bit old as well. But we've got a lot of ewes that are pregnant at the moment. Yeah, you're just a wee baby. We'll keep the lambs for now. Let's let them get a wee bit older, fatten up a little bit, and then we'll think about slaughtering them in the future. The old tiles are still coming together. The thatch roof is coming. It's just taking us a long time to get all of these, all this wood together. John, you know what, John? You really like gathering and you really like doing carpentry. So you know what? We're gonna say, hey, do some carpentry. I mean, if maximum level 12 is kind of crazy when it comes to having your kid brain. So you're at least gonna get a lot of experience for that, which is gonna be really, really nice. Try and gather a couple more berries as well. Just get the last of the summer berries in. Any of the ones that we haven't really managed to grab, just because we, you know, more food is good, as they say. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Good stuff. We should definitely think about as well building up these new stoves as well. Not the stone ones, the tiled ones. Pretty expensive, but they do produce a whole bunch more heat. Could be quite useful for this big room. But then again, I mean, this one, they have the same work speed. I actually thought they had a better work speed than they did. Obviously not. That's what I get for not keeping up with patches. Or just, you know, being silly. One out of two. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. I'm going to put Nans down the bottom here. Just so we know that these two we're probably not going to keep. We're going to keep for just now. Hopefully get them, like, fairly well satisfied. They're a little bit annoyed just now because they're working out in the rain. It's like, well, what do you expect? I'm very sorry to say. Of course it's raining. Oh no, I didn't like this place. Why is that? Because it was raining. Oh, does it not rain elsewhere? No, it still rains just as much. Seems awfully silly to me. Well, maybe that's me. But yes, we'll continue working away with them. There we go, some more sheep. Definitely will be running out of animal beds, so we need to cull the herd a little bit, or, you know, build a new chicken coop, or at least do something with the amount of animals that we currently have. We'll probably do that more kind of autumny time. Late autumn, we'll do a mass culling. We should be able to smoke up that meat rather nicely then. Because yeah, at least things are so warm still that it's like we can't really keep things that are getting fresh. It's like this, the temperature you see here with the berries is far too warm for even those berries there. There's no point slaughtering these animals now. It's just going to go to waste. So we'll keep it for a wee while. Get some more reeds planted here when we get a wee second. Our task list is going down. Our farming and hauling stuff is going down. And that should also reduce much more over winter as well, because I mean a lot of it's like, you know, gotta go out and fertilize, gotta go plant some of the crops, gotta harvest the crops, and they're pretty much done. I don't think there's gonna really be, I mean, this is the last day of summer. If we do any planting, it's gonna be the last plant of the year, which is fine. Let's get a couple of these mushrooms as well. I'm afraid I will not be having a traveler stay with us tonight. We're still working away on various things. And yeah, let's say this straw double bed, or at the very least just now, is going to be for Thomas and Catherine. And then Sophia and Ludovic can hopefully find somewhere to stay together. And you know what would be really good over here if we could build another wardrobe. Get away from those terrible clothing baskets. I mean, I say terrible. They at least get some of the clothes off the ground, but not nearly enough. It's going to be a little while until we can get enough boards to do that, unfortunately, but we'll work towards it. We'll get there eventually. There we are, people are having a wee wash, that's fine. As you do. I wonder actually if... we kind of said that we put the bath over here, didn't we? So let's do that as well. Put the bathtub down. Get the water dipper, get the bathtub. This room is nearly done, which is good. We got our little area here. This water dipper should be far enough away from the fireplace so as to not get any sparks. Let's make sure as well, while I remember about that, we'll put a wee flammable blocker there just to make sure that we're not going to be putting anything flammable there. Thank you very much. Deeply appreciated. Don has his own wee room now. He's well fed. He's got his private room. His satisfaction should be going up. Nans, where are you sleeping? You're not in your own room, but that's okay. Out of the two of you, Nans is the one I kind of want to keep for longer. Don, as soon as we get kind of through the last harvest, I think that's going to be you. And with that, it's day 131, and that is actually the end of this episode. I think Autumn 1 is a good time to end it. Things are definitely moving on. I'm feeling a lot more secure in our food as well. We're going to have all these animals that we're going to slaughter too. Might even end up keeping a few more than I'm kind of anticipating. we'll just kind of see how our stockpiles go. Worst comes to worst, we can just kill them over the winter as well. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. But yeah, rather successful, you know, summer so far. We finished off one house. We're in the process of finishing off another house with incredibly fancy stuff. Like, this is going to be a really nice kind of area to kind of live in for whoever it is. Invited some more people into our family. Our clan is continuing to grow. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more babies coming out as well, which, you know, that's going to be fun. Gonna have to really think about having like a little dormitory for all the babies and maybe like a wet nurse to sleep in, but we'll see who gets that job. But yeah, just want to say a big thank you for everybody for watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying the content so far. Hopefully you've been enjoying Clanfolk as well. Big thank you to all the members of the Burger Band for supporting the channel. If you want to become a member of the Burger Band, you can do it through YouTube. Probably the best way to do it for just now. I still can't get the Patreon to work, unfortunately, so as far as I'm concerned, don't do that. And apologies if you have in the past. But yeah, if you want to support us on YouTube, it can cost you as little as £1 a month. You know, just helps us keep the channel going and just, you know, get stuff out for you. If you go for a little bit higher, it gives you access to videos as soon as they're uploaded rather than scheduled to come out. So it means you might be able to see the Clanfolk come out, the Race 2 come out, the various sort of Dominion stuff. When it comes out, you know, you can see that a wee bit earlier, and that can be something quite nice for you. But yeah, just want to say a big thank you for everybody for watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series so far, and until next time, take care.